Frieza wants a worthy fight, since Goku, Vegeta, and even Gas didn't even give him any trouble. So he seeks a way on Earth to have a battle that meets his expectations. He wants to kill someone to awaken the rage of the Saiyans. And who does he choose to kill? Gohan's daughter. At the peak of his beast form, Gohan will need much more than that to defeat Frieza and not completely succumb to his hatred. Want to know how this will happen? Stay tuned to every detail, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We already know that Gohan, in his current form, is a monster. And what power does he have now? One capable not only of rivaling Ultra Instinct, but also breaking it for a moment. Even with Goku's current track record of fights and mastering his form in several battles, Gohan, in just a few days with his transformation, already achieved this feat. Not even Cell Max was able to give him a worthy fight in this form, so he couldn't yet reach his limit or evolve his current form. This means he could still raise his limiter, his current power. Perhaps this form isn't even complete or at its peak. It could potentially have a complete version or something similar. It's not difficult to imagine that this could actually happen. We can imagine several scenarios for this to come true, and for Gohan to have to rely on more than just his current power. We will talk about all of them, whether slow or fast transformations. The fastest would undoubtedly involve messing with one of his loved ones. That would certainly unleash enormous fury within Gohan. If he transformed into his beast form just to scare Carmine, who at that moment posed no real danger. Imagine if this happened with someone who is a genuine threat. This could materialize through none other than the great Emperor of Universe 7 himself, Frieza, with his current black form and enormous power. Now a calamity without precedent, Goku, Vegeta, and Gas can surely attest to that. If he threatens Pan, that's when the monster will emerge, and we will witness Gohan in full fury. Amid the vast universe, where unimaginable powers collide, Frieza emerges once again from cosmic shadows, a clear reference to his current black form. After years of intense training in unknown realms, he achieved a new transformation, the fearsome black form. This metamorphosis elevated his power to levels beyond comprehension, placing him above legendary warriors. His recent confrontation with Gas, Goku, and Vegeta confirmed his temporary supremacy, but left Frieza with an emptiness. Easy victories no longer bring him satisfaction. He desires a true challenge, now driven by this insatiable thirst to test his limits. Much like in his movie Return of F, Frieza turns his eyes to Earth. There, he discovers that Gohan, Goku's son, has manifested an exceptional power, the beast form, though Frieza is unaware of its name. Intrigued, Frieza sees in Gohan the perfect adversary to satisfy his ambition. With a cold smile, he decides it's time to put this young Saiyan to the test. There is a real danger that Gohan might lose himself if he resorts to this new power. If anger and Goku and Vegeta recognize that this is a battle Gohan must face internally, but they offer their unconditional support. Frieza will exploit this to the fullest. Want to know how? Before continuing, leave your comment and tell me what you think of this possibility. My opinion is that this plot significantly deepens character development and creates a storyline filled with intense emotions. Gohan's pain and internal struggle provide a powerful narrative about loss, responsibility, and the danger of succumbing to darkness. Frieza reaffirms himself as a relentless villain whose cruelty knows no bounds, serving as the catalyst for a dramatic transformation. This narrative arc also raises interesting questions about the nature of power and its consequences. How far can suffering act as a trigger to unleash one's true potential? And what are the risks of obtaining such power at such a high cost? The possibility of Gohan becoming a figure who threatens the very universe adds tension and complexity to the story. This could lead to unexpected collaborations, perhaps even among former enemies, to restore balance. In short, this story has the potential to take Dragon Ball Super to new heights, exploring profound themes while delivering the epic battles that fans love. It would be an exciting journey, filled with suspense and moments that would remain etched in everyone's memory. If the tragic death of Pan were to truly occur, Gohan's fast path to reaching a new form, directly caused by Frieza's hands, would have an unimaginable impact on Gohan, triggering a series of emotional and physical events that would redefine his character. Pan is not just Gohan's beloved daughter, but also a representation of hope, innocence, and the future. Her loss would be a profound blow, capable of shaking the very foundations not only of Gohan, but the entire family. even if an attack does not kill her at that moment. Let's suppose that someone saves her at the last second, even without anyone noticing or despite knowing the Dragon Balls could bring her back. It wouldn't be enough. Would Gohan succumb? Would he become like Broly, ascending in power similarly to how Frieza killed his father? At that point, not even a fusion of Goku and Vegeta would be able to handle him if he continued evolving that way. I believe with Gohan it would be something similar. Initially, Gohan might be consumed by overwhelming grief. The apparent death of Pan would leave him in a state of shock, unable to believe that something so cruel had happened and how cold Frieza was in taking his daughter's life. Memories of happy moments with Pan would flood his mind. Her laughter, her accomplishments, the sparkle in her eyes when talking about her dreams. Each memory would be like a dagger to his heart. The pain would quickly give way to intense and uncontrollable rage. Gohan, who has always been known for his peaceful nature and academic inclinations, even with his occasional fits of rage, would lose all of that in mere seconds. He would feel a deep hatred burning within him. Frieza, an enemy who had already caused so much suffering to his family in the past, had now crossed all limits by taking the life of an innocent child. Frieza's black form would symbolize not only an increase in power, but the very embodiment of pure evil. Determined to avenge Pan's death, Gohan would abandon everything. Not even Videl or his friends would be able to reach him in that moment of mourning and fury. He would isolate himself in a place called his mind. Try to guide him, warning him about the dangers of being consumed by vengeance. However, Gohan's pain would be so intense that he might reject any advice, determined to face Frieza on his own. Meanwhile, Frieza Black, aware of Gohan's pursuit, might provoke him even more. Arrogant as ever, he might send challenging messages, feeding Gohan's hatred. Frieza would see this situation as an opportunity to eliminate another Saiyan and prove his ultimate superiority. This would bring forth a new transformation for Gohan, with pure Saiyan rage giving rise to something even greater. When the final confrontation finally occurred, the battle would be monumental. Gohan, now transformed by his state of fury and pain, would face Frieza with a ferocity never before seen. Each blow would be filled not only with power, but with pure emotion. Frieza, in turn, would be confident in his black form, believing that no opponent could challenge him. The intensity of the battle could cause significant collateral damage to the environment around them, reflecting the magnitude of the power of both combatants. Observers like Goku, Vegeta, and the other Z warriors might watch with concern, aware that the outcome of this battle would not depend solely on brute strength, but also on Gohan's emotional state, which would be terrible at that given moment. At a certain point in the battle, Gohan might gain the upper hand over Frieza, demonstrating innovative techniques resulting from his unique combination of mystic power and Saiyan abilities. However, just as he is about to deliver the final blow, he would face an internal dilemma. The image of Pan smiling would appear in his mind, reminding him of the innocence and love she represented. Gohan would realize that fully giving in to the desire for revenge could tarnish his daughter's memory. This reflection would lead him to question his actions. Would killing Frieza truly bring peace to his heart, or would it merely perpetuate a cycle of hatred and destruction? While hesitating, Frieza might attempt a sneaky attack, but Gohan, now more lucid, would anticipate the move and neutralize the threat without taking his enemy's life. Choosing a different path, Gohan would opt to defeat Frieza definitively, but without killing him. He might imprison him or hand him over to the divine authorities, ensuring that he could no longer cause harm. This decision would mark a significant growth in his character, demonstrating strength not only physically, but morally as well. Upon returning to his family, Gohan would face the grief of Pan's loss with the support of Videl, Goku, Chi-Chi, and the others, but they might soon discover she hadn't actually died. And even if she had, they could use the Dragon Balls, providing Gohan with just a lesson and battle experience he needed. This devastating experience could also serve as a catalyst for Gohan to redirect his life. He might dedicate himself more intensely to the protection of Earth and his loved ones, balancing his studies with training. Gohan could assume the role of a mentor to other young warriors, sharing the lessons learned through his personal journey. In a broader context, the tragic death of Pan at the hands of Black Frieza would deepen the narrative of Dragon Ball, exploring themes such as loss, revenge, redemption, and the true meaning of justice. Through his suffering and choices, Gohan would exemplify the inner struggle many face when dealing with personal tragedies. Ultimately, Gohan would show that even in the face of the greatest pain, it is possible to find a path that honors fundamental values of compassion, love, and hope. His decision not to be consumed by darkness would serve as a powerful example to everyone around him, reinforcing the message that true strength resides not only in physical power, but also in the integrity of the heart. Thus, the tragedy would become a turning point not just for Gohan, but for the entire series. New alliances could be formed, old enemies might reconsider their actions, and future threats would be faced with a new perspective. Gohan would emerge stronger not because he sought revenge, but because he chose redemption and justice over hatred. Gohan's previous feats in battle have always highlighted his unique ability to surpass limits at critical moments. From a young age, he defeated formidable enemies like Cell when everyone else had failed. His beast form was already proof of his unparalleled potential. However, this new transformation is different. It is not merely the result of training or genetic inheritance, but rather of profound emotional pain. Gohan's story in Dragon Ball is a journey full of ups and downs, marked by incredible feats and moments of introspection. As Goku's son, Gohan demonstrated latent power from an early age that surpassed that of many experienced warriors. From his training with Piccolo as a child to his battles as an adult, Gohan has established himself as one of the most complex and powerful characters in the Dragon Ball universe. Since his appearance in Dragon Ball Z, Gohan had already demonstrated enormous potential. One of the most iconic moments was during the Saiyan saga, where even as a child, he managed to mortally wound Raditz and played a crucial role in the fight against Nappa and Vegeta. His rage and determination allowed him to access unexpected levels of power, even without proper training. In the Namek saga, Gohan continued to grow, participating in battles against Frieza's forces. It was during the fight against Recom and later against Frieza that he began to show a more conscious mastery of his abilities, although he was still far from his maximum potential. The peak of his youthful strength came in the Cell saga. After intense training in the hyperbolic time chamber with his father, Gohan power and managed to defeat Cell in an epic battle, although with painful sacrifices along the way. After the Cell saga, Gohan focused more on his studies, but never completely abandoned battles. During the Majin Buu saga, he once again stood out by becoming Mystic Gohan, or Ultimate Gohan, a form where his potential was unlocked by the old Kai. In this form, he was able to face Majin Buu as an equal, proving his strength once again. In Dragon Ball Super, Superhero Gohan achieved a new form known as Beast Gohan. This power emerged in a moment of desperation and protection, similar to his past transformations, but with much greater intensity and fury. The beast form symbolizes a primal connection to his inner power, combined with the instinct to protect his family and friends. However, there are inherent dangers to this transformation. The beast form is essentially a manifestation of extreme emotions. If Gohan loses control of his emotions, he could become a threat not only to his enemies, but also to his allies. Uncontrollable rage can lead to impulsive decisions and widespread destruction, something Gohan would need to learn to master. If he completely loses control, the risk is that he would become a destructive force, incapable of distinguishing between friend and foe. This would endanger not only Earth, but also the balance of the universe. His loved ones, such as Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta, would have to intervene to help him regain control, perhaps even sacrificing much in the process. Frieza, on the other hand, is the archetype of the immortal villain. After his defeat at the hands of Goku and the subsequent destruction of Namek, Frieza continued to evolve. He returned in Dragon Ball Super with the Golden Frieza form, the result of intensive training. But his thirst for power did not end there. After being resurrected, Frieza embarked on a journey to discover new levels of strength. During his quest, he achieved the Black Frieza form, a transformation even more powerful and sinister than his golden form. This new metamorphosis is the pinnacle of his evolution, combining his malevolent intellect with incomprehensible physical power. His transformation into Black Frieza is a testament to his tenacity and relentless desire for revenge against Goku and his friends. Recently, Frieza demonstrated the power of his black form by defeating Gas, one of the most powerful warriors to have ever faced Goku and Vegeta. His battle against Gas was brutal and swift, highlighting how ruthless Frieza has become. He also faced Goku and Vegeta, easily overpowering both and confirming his place as one of the greatest threats in the universe. That's it for today, guys. But this is a complicated topic that would make Gohan stronger. Do you agree with this? Or do you prefer the idea of full training with Whis? Who knows what awaits him, right? So until the next video,